I want to draw attention to a new social movement, and it should be called something like Freedom for Minors. Right now, minors don't have the right to vote, don't have freedom over where they live, don't have freedom to decide really much of anything. And that state of affairs is just tradition, really. Like, it's always been that way. But that's not a good reason for why it should continue that way. Not really. Historically, we've had all kinds of groups that didn't have rights, and it was always that way before. But over time, we have said, well, they need to have rights. So why are minors any different? It's really just dyed in the wool tradition. There's not a reason for it. There's the argument that parents should have the control over their children just because, the children need to be taken care of. And definitely the children need to be taken care of. There's not a doubt about that. But there's a little bit of a difference between children being taken care of and the system we have today of minor children being pretty much completely under the control of the parents, except in the cases of the most extreme abuse, which is usually needs to be witnessed by, I don't know, some sort of CPS officer. There's a huge discrepancy between what's actually necessary for the child's care and the system we have now. I don't think anybody would have set out to design it that way. And that goes back to why it's just been here for a long time and just existed for a long time due to tradition. I don't think this issue gets enough attention. It's not a hot topic that, we're prepared to think about, like a lot of other ones. And that's partly because, unlike a lot of other groups of people who have been marginalized, children aren't a unified constituency that can really do anything to advocate for themselves, by and large, for a lot of reasons. But that doesn't mean that that's a good thing, or that, it should just be ignored because they can't necessarily speak up for themselves that easily. And, in part, that's because of the system that exists right now, with children or minors under 18 being scattered in various houses across the country, right? Always living with adults who they have to listen to, and so on and so forth. And it's the legal system, and nobody really questions it. So it wouldn't enter your mind to begin with. And those that do, that's an act of individual defiance, rather than any kind of organized effort to change anything. There's not a mindset that it should be different necessarily that I'm aware of. Never heard of it if there is. But yeah, I want to bring more attention to that.